Hi everyone, Idaho Amy here, and I want to show you how I made these. They are hair clips that I made yesterday, and I'm going to show you how I make them. Here's another one. I used pieces of graphic 45 paper to decorate them with, but you can use any type of paper you have, little pieces of it, but I just love the images on graphic 45 paper, and have lots of it, so I'm a pretty much graphic 45 addict. So first of all, what we start out with is this right here. I bought it at Michael's. They're $3.99 for 4 pieces, but if you use your coupon it'll be cheaper, but if you're just going in there and you want to spend your coupon on something more expensive, they are $3.99, which isn't bad. That's only $1 a piece, and they're by Bead Landing. And let me see, here's the information on the back. So basically what you do is you just open it up and you take out the one that you want, and then what you do is you cut your paper down to the right size, and I actually just have to, kind of keep trimming until it's the right size to fit in there, and I just keep shaving off little bits of it till it fits. And let's see. Alright, that's almost perfect. I'll trim just a little tiny bit more off. So you can put any image you want in there, and you can have it any orientation. So now this fits perfectly, so you can either do it this way or this way. It doesn't really matter. I've been doing it a lot the other way, so I'll do some this way. But I thought the other day when I had made these, this one I had made with using Birdsong. I just used one of the sheets of paper. It had some little stamps on it, and cut the birds out of the stamped image. And then this one is actually a sticker from the Old Curiosity Shop line, as well as this one is also a sticker from Old Curiosity Shop. This is from the Renaissance Fair collection and is one of the tags. And this one is from Once Upon a Springtime, and it was from this sheet of paper right here. It's the stamps. It's the sheet of all little fairies. So I just cut one out and put it there. Also, I have this sheet of Steampunk Debutante, and so you can find lots of images on that. I have lots of those. Message me if you can't find any and you want to order some. I've got graphic 45 paper that I sell. So there's that. And so what I did with this one is, this was just that piece that from that paper that I just showed you, and this was the one that's missing from it, and I just trimmed the top off. And I just trim around the outside. You could probably measure it, but I do really well at just eyeballing it here. So I just trim it down, and then now trim off the white or the tan part. So you just trim it down and keep trimming. And see, that almost fits perfectly at the top part. I just got to trim the bottom. So I'll try to do this in shot. So I always trim just itty bitty pieces, itty bitty bits at a time, because you can always trim more off, but you can't always put it back on. Almost there on this one too. And the reason I'm making 2 right now is to show you the difference. Okay, so that one fits perfectly in there. I've trimmed it down enough. And so I have that one and my Once Upon a Springtime Fairy. So I'll take 2 out. And what I do is I like to stickle them down. Glossy accent them down. I love glossy accents. It's my go-to for everything. And so all you do is just put a light thin layer of glossy accents, and I just smear it around. I don't know if you can see that. It's just smeared all over. And then, let's see, stick it, the picture on there. And I just press it down nice and firm because I want it to glue down really well and be nice and flat in there. So I just do that. And press it down. And go all around the edges. Pressing it down. Okay. So that's what that looks like, and now while that's drying, I'm going to let that set, and I'm going to grab this one. So I'm going to do the same thing with some glossy accents, just a thin little layer of glossy accents over the whole center. And then stick it in and squish it down. So it's really, really, really that simple. Once you have your picture trimmed down to the right size, I think that's the hardest part. And you know, you could probably buy these clips and then buy the frames and attach them, but these ones are very, very strong, and you know, they're not going to break on you. So for me, they're well worth spending the money. Plus they have these really cool little rivets on the side that just look cool. So if you just buy them already made, you don't have to worry about trying to attach them to a frame. But you could buy the frames and buy these separately. That's all up to you. But the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to take glossy accents, and I like to, you can use glossy accents, and then I also use this Modge Podge. So we're going to do one with the glossy accents and one with the Modge Podge so you can see the difference. So I just go around the edge first. Do a nice thick layer around the edge. And I'm not sure why I go around the edge first. It's just how I do it. And I just go back and forth with a, you know, even amount of glossy accents over it. And then I look to make sure that we don't have any bubbles. And actually we have a bubble. And bubbles are not our friends. They make the thing look bad. So you can take a pen or whatever you have and pop the little bubble, and hopefully, let me see, hopefully you can see that. I don't want to turn it too much on the side because I don't want it I want it to be flat. So then what you do is you just set it, let me move the camera so you can see the countertop a little better. So I just lay it along the counter like that with the clip hanging off, so that it can dry flat. And so I'll just move that one over. So that's how I do it with the glossy accents. And so then here's the next one, and we'll do it with the Modge Podge. So with the Modge Podge, it's pretty much the same. It comes out, usually, this one must have dried closed. Should have checked it before camera. Here, but this will actually show you what to do when you get it clogged. All you do is I just take a pin and poke it down the top, and then it works fine. The thing with this Modge Podge though is it's very liquidy, so you just spread it around in a nice thin layer, and actually when they dry and look exactly the same. You cannot tell the difference. Like on the ones that I did before, you can't tell the difference. Okay, so here's this one. It's a little bit more milky than the glossy accents, but not much. And so you just lay that down to dry as well. So that's how easy both those are. You just do a thin layer over it. And like I said, the Modge Podge and the glossy accents dry the same. I did 2 in glossy accents and 2 in Modge Podge. And you can't tell the difference once they're done. Which is which. But they turn out really pretty, and my daughter has already got her eyes on several of these to steal from me. So, anyway, just wanted to share this tutorial with you. They're super, super simple and super cute, and you can make them to go with whatever style you like. Graphic 45 has lots of different paper lines that you can use to make them. So if you're making school ones, you can use ABC Primer. If you're Tropical. They've got Tropical Travelogue, Old Curiosity Shop, oops, dropping things, Renaissance Fair, and then the one that I dropped on the floor was the Bird Song. So, all the papers have great pictures, so, or you can actually take photos of your kids and do the same thing as well. So, hope you enjoy the tutorial, and hope it helps you learn something that you didn't know how to do. Thanks.